Hello, and welcome back to the Fallen Tree 124. So, today we're going to be making a sign for the cabin. Got a new tool over the winter here. It's in laser engraver. So we're going to make a sign with this piece of live edge poplar that we cut out on the mill for the cabin. Well, let me take you through. So I got this Xtool laser engraver a few weeks ago, and I've been playing around quite a bit with it. So making some of these deep reliefs. There's one of the fallen trees, new emblem. Turn some shot glasses, engrave those. Got a few more deep engraves here. I got a Jeep here, a hummingbird, a butterfly. Plus I've been cutting out some earrings and stuff for the Etsy page. So I'll put a link in the description there if you're interested in anything. But today we're going to be making this sign. Okay, so this is the SCS software that comes with it. First thing we need to do here is go over to this auto measure, click on that, and it's going to adjust the height of the piece. Okay, then we're going to go over to this little flag over here. And it gives me a choice of what size shape I want. We're going to go with 2 points here on a rectangle, one this corner and one at this corner. Circle, you could do all 3 different places. Polygon, you choose different and make different shapes. So we're going to click on rectangle here and hit start marking. So at this point it tells you point 1 and point 2. So let me take you over and show you what we're going to do here. So we're going to take it over to where we want the piece to start for the border. And then we just hit this little button on the front. It will pick that point. And we'll do the same thing over here at the other limit point. Hit the button, and we'll go back over to the computer, hit end marking, and done. That creates the border, so anything inside this line will be part of that sign. It'll be the limits of the sign. So we're going to go ahead and load an image here. I've got a folder with silhouettes. I'm going to open that up. And I got a 2 deer silhouette I want to use. We're going to open that. Bring that over here. Open it up. Make it a little bigger. Now that's poplar we're using. But I'm going to choose this 10mm cottonwood. So it doesn't really have a poplar setting for what we're doing here. And I'll end up changing the settings a little bit. I want to add a text. We're going to put fallen tree 124. I'm going to make that engrave. And I want to curve that a little bit here. Whoops. Should be able to grab this little thing here. There we go. Fallen tree 1, 2, 4. We can change the size a little bit if we want, make them bigger or smaller. I like that. Maybe we'll change the lettering a little bit here. What we got? Right now we're at Lato. No, I don't really like that. There we go, I like that right there. Pull on this corner, make it a little bit bigger. Center it up in there a little bit. Score that. It's going to engrave that. So this over here is telling you what it's going to do. So the fallen tree, we're engraving that. It's got a blue scoring, so it's going to score around the outsides. Then it's going to etch. But I want to change some of these settings a little bit here. So I want to take this up to about 50 for my power for that engraving. I like about 200. I like to go about 300 here for this and about 200 here. Pick that. Scoring. We'll leave that where it's at. And engraving here. Let's do the same thing. Let's go 50. Go 200. 300. I'm going to put this in Atkinson's. Matter of fact, I'm going to do the same thing here. Oh, it doesn't let me do it there. Alright. So that's pretty much what we want to do here. Let me highlight all this. I'm going to group that all together because I like the way it is. Now we're going to drag it and make it a little bit bigger. Now if you can see, I got a line straight up and down there. And now I've got a crosshair. This means it's centered in the piece if I do that. I'm going to try to drag this just a little bit bigger, and we're going to get it centered back in the piece again. So vertically it's aligned. Now horizontally it's aligned. So that's what I want the sign to look like. And now we're going to go over here to process. Okay, so it got processed. It says it's going to take 3 hours, 32 minutes, and 17 seconds. So I'm going to go up. We're going to hit start here. Now we'll go over here and watch it burn. Alright, well it got started. We'll come back. back later and watch the process. It's going to take a little while. So at this point, I took small clips throughout the engraving process to show you the process. I've sped up to 500 times the speed. Let me take this time to thank you for watching. If you haven't yet, please click subscribe, like, share it with your friends. It helps out the channel. And if you're interested in any of the projects I've been doing lately on Etsy, you can check me out on Etsy at fallentree124.etsy.com. But I think it came out beautiful. I'm going to put some coats of polyurethane on it, and we'll get it out on the cabin. Okay, so here we are about a week later. I put 4 or 5 coats of an outdoor polyurethane spray on it, both front and back. Beautiful spring day. Time to install the sign on the cabin. I'm going to use some screws. That way I can take it off when I stain the rest of this here. But I gotta say, it came out beautiful, and I'm very happy with it. Okay, there it is. And thanks for watching again, guys. Like, subscribe, share with your friends. You can see me on the rest of my journey. Till next time, my friends.